Hello, this is Deborah from Visual Arts Debz Style. Today I've got some air dry clay and I'm going to try and make some little rabbits. I've never tried making rabbits before, so I'm starting off my experiment recording it. Pressure is on, so let's see how I go. I wanted to make some really small rabbits, and I think it's a bit harder when you're doing the smaller work. Let me just see if I can. I'm going to stretch out this. I'm just going to see if I can make a shape as though a rabbit is stretching out. I don't know how that's going to go. As though it was laying down and stretching out. And then I'm going to add some feet. So I just want to get a long length. Just remember, I'm experimenting. It's going to be a little bit slower as I try and work the pathway out and how it's going to be able to hold together in the work as well. So I want some arms coming out from the front here, and my clay is already starting to dry. Give it a little bit of water. So I'm wanting to blend these arms in with the rest of the body all the way around. And get a bit of a shape happening so I know where I'm going. Okay, so I've got some arms there, and I kind of want to flatten this down a little bit. And okay, so I've got some arms out the front, and we might just do some little details while I'm thinking about it. And I want some legs out the back, so I'm going to get some new bits, maybe a bit bigger. I actually want to get that shape all the way in both legs. It comes up from the hip part. I want to get the back foot and the hip, so I'm sort of going to push that into my clay here, my hip shape. I'm just going to add a little bit of water in there too. I would have to say for my first time, so far so good, that I'm actually getting a shape and something's getting built. So we got one leg, and it's going out the back. It's the little feet here. I'm going to try and get this other leg the same. Wish I had made the shape, both of them together. So that might be my little downfall, or funny looking leg. We'll see how we go. So I'm going to turn it around and just add the leg there with a bit of water help too. This is air dry clay, and I had the packet open last night and I secured it, but obviously not enough. It's a little bit dry this morning, but you can glad wrap it back up, cling wrap it, and it does actually start to get its moisture back. So all I have to do is wrap it back up. But I'm trying to work with this one today. Okay, oh, little cute feet. So this rabbit is stretched out. I was going to try some different poses because I looked on Google at photos of rabbits, and I just drew out some basic outlines of their shapes to give me an idea of a starting point. So if I can just get the outline of the shape right, I'll just turn this over so you can see the side part and the bottom. And more detail's going to come. I might get to the part where, oh, I poked it. Sorry, rabbit. Sorry, rabbit. There we go. Might get to the part where I've almost done it again, the skewer. Some little feet. Maybe with this one, more detail. I did find out, Google's really good. I did find out that rabbits have four little pads up there. That's what I wanted to know. That's how I started looking, and I kind of got sidetracked with like, oh, look at the cute rabbits. And I thought, oh, let's have a look at all their shapes. That will help me work out how to sculpt them when I know the shape. So I didn't want to get off Google and not remember how to do things. So I drew some little sketches to give me an idea to choose and have some choices. So there's my rabbit. So I was going for this one here, this look. That's what I'm trying to do, the stretched out look. So there's definition up here in the hip, which is what I do want to add with the detail too. I kind of want to get a bit more detail going in later. So I might put a cute little tail on now, and then I'll work on the head bit. I'm going to attach this tail here. Here we go. Just a cute little fluffy tail, or rather big fluffy tail. There we go. So then I can press some more of the clay into each other. So I'll end up a medium fluffy tail there. Okay, so now I'm going to just soften that down and blend it in. So later, when I'm off the video, I'll do some more sculpting and detailing. But for now, I just want to get that shape. So the head's already there. So we kind of just need features that are going to go into it. I'm going to mark where the eyes are going to go. And I kind of want to point that face a little bit more. But my arms are, rabbit arms are in there. I'm just going to put an eye on the other side. And my piece is getting a bit of a crack up the top on the eye. Nose bit. Okay, I'm going to let that water sit in there and come back to that part later. I'm going to put some water up the top, and I'm going to add some ears. So I reckon the ears are the focal point of getting this right. I'm just going to wrap up some of my clay here and keep it wet. Okay, so some ears. Big bunny ears, no. So just pick off the clay how much you want and just check your size. So I'm going to get 2 pieces like that because I do want to do them together. I've learnt that from the legs, and I will move these legs around a little bit in a while and shape them. So right now I've got 2 ears. And I'm going to see how big, they're probably huge, how they're going to roll out. And I'll probably cut the end part off. So if I was making a point for the end of the ears, and then I flattened it, let's see how big that goes. It's quite big. Quite big. So I think I probably need to roll it a little bit smaller. And that's it, I just turned the flat thing into a rolly part. Get rid of that point. So try flattening that again. And I think we're going to go with these ears. I'm just going to chop them off there. And I'm going to have a little look at the smallest one. Way big, way big. I kind of need to make it a bit more smaller. So I'm just rolling it out again. As I said, I'm not racing in and doing this with experience. This is my first time making the rabbits, so I'm actually pretty pleased that I've gotten this far. And you guys are seeing this for the first time, how I'm trying to deal with difficulties. So it might make it an easier path if anyone else wants to give it a try. Huge big ears. It's kind of cute though. Okay, so I'm just wanting to attach them now. I'm just adding a bit of water because clay is drying out quickly. It's funny because the last week it's been raining here and the clay hasn't been drying out at all with some moulds I've been making. I've had some egg-shaped moulds that I'd been casting, and they've taken most of the week to make, which is how I ended up with my little rabbit thing. I wanted something up here, so I want to make little smaller things to go on there, but it's hard to work it out when it's so small. So if you do the big thing first, makes it easier. Now my rabbit picture had them going, they had a little shape to them. This is so fiddly already, just at this size. I'm just going to put that in there too, and give that a bit of a shape. And now trying to add it onto the 2 sides. And maybe I should turn this around that I actually get it in the right spot on the head to start with. Oh, it looks so cute from the back. Anyone that likes rabbits might be going, oh, at this stage too.